I would prefer Tank Davis, the top guy. I would go for the top guy. If I could choose, I would choose Tank Davis. I would not Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. He got the power, he got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Tells him to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. The you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna fight, send me a contract, bro. Tank, you know.
GTD now? I saw you have the GTD shirt.
Leonard's what? The winning team.
Tank, you once mentioned that you wanted to fight in Chicago. That was one of the most likely places you wanted to fight in. Do you still want to fight in Chicago?
Yeah, for sure I'll fight in Chicago. Yeah, I'll fight in Chicago. Yeah.
What made you want to say Chicago?
Chicago beautiful, man. Besides the bad stuff that they promote, but it's a beautiful city. I've been to Chicago before. Downtown is beautiful. You know what I mean? Actually, it's big, fashion big in Chicago. You know what I mean? So Chicago is definitely a beautiful city that I would like to fight in for sure.
Tank, you got a message for Floyd. He seems to kind of be hating on you, obviously posted about the fight being canceled and things like that. Any message for Floyd?
We did it.
So, Gervonta Davis just dropped a bombshell retirement announcement, and instead of support his promoter Leonard Ellerbe, stabbed him in the back by signing his bitter rival Keon Davis. Yeah, you heard that right. Is this betrayal the end of the Tank Ellerbe era? Let's break it down. Let's talk about Gervonta first.
Are you retiring?
What trash?
What changed?
What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Ellerbe? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got a squawk today.
His retirement announcement has everyone flipping out. Tank isn't just another fighter. He's the guy who put butts in seats and delivered knockout after knockout like it was an art form. With an undefeated record, explosive fights, and enough drama to fill a Netflix series, Tank has been the face of modern boxing for years. So when he hit us with the retirement news,
I'm very, very confident Tank beats all those guys. All those guys. You name, any of them you name, Tank can beat them.
Where would a fight with like a Devin Haney or a Teofimo Lopez sort of sit on the grand scheme of his schedule?
I don't think that you can put a timeline on that kind of stuff, because the big fights happen when they really make sense for both sides. And, you know, I know the fans get a little impatient at times, and that's understandable because they don't really understand how the business goes. You know, Tank's coming off of a fight where, you know, he's made tens of millions of dollars, and Tank alone has been generating, you know, 8-figure revenue every single fight. Tank makes you an offer, it's probably not going to be what you expect, because you get paid on what you kind of weigh. Tank is here, and the other guys are there, and I'm solely talking about generating the revenue.
Fans, analysts, and even his rivals didn't see this coming. And let's be real, some people think he's taking a break and might pull a classic comeback move. But whether it's Heisey or not, one reaction stood out like a sore thumb. Leonard Ellerbe. Now, Leonard Ellerbe wasn't just some guy in Tank's corner. He was his right hand, the promoter who stood by him through thick and thin, even after Tank parted ways with Mayweather Promotions.
Boxing legend Leonard Ellerbe got fans out here.
Oh, man.
People love seeing you, like I love seeing you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
What's going on with Tank Davis?
He'll let you know when he's gonna fight.
Well, I mean, you're the man that knows. Will there be a rematch with Ryan Garcia? I mean, that fight did such good numbers.
He will let you know when it's that time.
Do you like that fight though? Because you kind of get to pick and choose. Do you like a Ryan Garcia rematch?
Tank will let you know what he's doing.
Tank will
when
let
that
me
time
know. Well, when can we expect him back? 2024? Or?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, thanks, Leonard.
Tank and Floyd Mayweather had their public fallout a couple of years ago. Ellerbe stayed loyal to Tank, helping him navigate the business side of the sport and ensuring his career stayed on top. They were tight, or so we thought. Fast forward to now, and it looks like that bond might have been all smoke and mirrors, because Ellerbe didn't even blink before making moves with Keyshawn Davis. And trust us,
Tank is the best fighter in the world. Tank's the best fighter in the world. And his team's been saying it for quite some time. And what was the word I used in the press conference? Experience. Experience.
Exactly.
And you saw that tonight. He came, he was ready. DJ, Earl Spence, they did a wonderful job of getting him in position to get him to this point to be able to fight for the championship of the world. Much props, much respect. He'll be champ of the world.
this isn't just business, this feels personal. So here's the tea. Keyshawn Davis is no ordinary signing. He's a young, hungry fighter with a lot to improve. The guy's got skills for days, and has already built a reputation as one of the hottest UFA incomers in the sport. But the kicker...
That shit was fun, I ain't gonna lie, because I like a dude that ain't scared of me too, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas be scared, I ain't sugarcoat, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Because he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know? They ain't scared of nothing. Because niggas be scared, I ain't sugarcoat, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there, you feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford, you feel me? Because he a nigga, you know, that nigga ain't Shakur, you know? They ain't scared of nothing, they ain't worried about nothing, and they can fight too. So when it came to Tank, you know, it was like that, you feel me? So
His ongoing beef with Tank Keyshawn has openly called out Tank in interviews, shading him for not taking real challenges, and hinting that Tank's retirement might be an escape route. Signing Keon was a bold move, almost like Ellerbe saying, "Fine, Tank's gone, but I've got the next big thing." And let's not forget the timing here. It's just too coincidental to not raise eyebrows.
I'll turn things over to you, Tank. This is a huge fight for the DMV area. Does that add a little extra motivation, him being from DC, from Baltimore, going into this fight?
Not really. Like, I've been coming up and coming to DC like for a minute since I was young, so I don't really see like, you know, like the.
It's more so for the crowd. It ain't necessarily between me and him, DC, Baltimore, but like for the crowd, it definitely is. As a area thing, it is.
Now, Tank, Roach said earlier today that, you know, he feels like the guys that you've knocked out recently don't have a chin. What's your response to that?
We gotta test his chin out. Come watch the first.
We ain't on that. Motherfuckers don't hit me.
What's your reaction to that, Lamont? You said, you know, you feel like guys.
That's what we gonna be in there for. He same thing. He gonna try to test. I'm gonna try to test.
You say my post, right?
You said which one?
Well, I told you to leave the kids home.
My son gonna be front and center.
Let's dig into what led to this betrayal, because this is straight up by boxing drama at its finest over the past week. Rumors have been flying that Tank and Ellerbe were no longer working together. It started when veteran boxing insider Rick Glazer dropped a tweet claiming that Tank had cut ties with Ellerbe. At first, it sounded like speculation.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that is installed in me. There's loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people are missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them for the right.
But the signs were there. Ellerbe wasn't at Tank's press conference for his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach Jr. And when asked about it, Ellerbe said he was sick with the flu, but come on y'all, box fans know excuses when they hear them. Rick Glazer even called El out, saying he was in total denial about being dumped by Tank.